Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've been away for a little bit. I went on holiday, had some much deserved break, and then I got back off holiday and I've been ill for about 2 weeks, so that's why the Kerbside Weekly hasn't been up. But I'm back today on this miserable day, and we've just got a quick non-start. Well, I hope it's a quick non-start for a customer. So I'm going to where is the jump at? I was going to say hopefully it's going to be a quick jump start, but this is where I normally keep my jump pack, and my jump pack's not here. I don't think I brought it in with me. I think it's up the unit. Damn. So this might be a bit of a trickier non-start, because the car, if I show you, is parked. I've just parked down this little side road, and this is the car. So I might have to bring the van down, face it forwards and jump start it, if that's the problem. Right, that works. So at least it unlocks the car. Just get in here. Oi. Right, neutral, dash lights.
In computer system, so we can look ahead to see what.
Damn it! It's not a battery. It's just spinning over. Damn. Not the quick job I was hoping it was going to be, or the ideal location. Still got some of the chesty cough going on. Yeah, not the ideal thing, but we'll grab the computer, see what we can come up with, and we'll go from there. So we've got, for this, the top down Phoenix Light 2. So just going to give it a little scan now. So just scanning it now. There's nothing in the engine control unit. 7 in the anti-lock braking system, which I already know about. I've already been here to have a look at the wheel speed sensors, but other than that there's no faults in the system. So we're gonna have to have a look under the bonnet and see. Oh, hang on a minute, cancel. What we'll do, we'll go into engine control unit, live data, and just check we've got engine speed. That might be something to have a look at. Right, so we've got actual engine speed up. Yep. Okay, we've got engine speed. Right, I've made the executive decision to come back later. I'm going to go get my jump pack because that battery was sounding a bit weak. I know that car's been sat there for quite a while, so I just thought it'll just be a quick battery, jump start. So I'm going to go off, do this other job. It's a bit of a longer job. So yeah, I'll see you there. And here we are on the next job. This Honda CR-V. Got a little package. It's got a genuine Honda part for this, and this is quite a common issue on these, so it seems. Genuine Honda paperwork, and we've just got this EGR pipe. So get this out. This sits on the EGR and the throttle body, and it's cracked. just in one of these ribs. So I'm going to get that swapped out. Comes with various other seals, because there's other bits and pieces you've got to take off, which I'll show you now. So we've got the battery off, battery tray, air box, intake pipes. We've also got the heat shield off the top of the exhaust, so it sits around here. And this is the pipe that we're going to be changing, and it goes down the side just underneath all of that. So this pipe's got to come off. A few of these bits of wiring, and I believe there's something else underneath here that's got to come off because that's in the way. But yeah, don't know until you start stripping it down. Right, that's some of the wiring loom out of the way, coolant hoses out of the way, and that pipe there. And you still can't see the pipe we've got to get to, so you've got to get this little coolant flange off. And I think there's a bracket behind that as well, and then hopefully we can get to it. Still quite a bit to take off. Right, so now we can see this pipe, and it looks like this pipe's been replaced before. It does look fairly new or modified, I'm not too sure, you know, if you compare it to the manifold. But yeah, so this coolant flange is out the way, this plate is out the way, so we've just got 2 bolts up here, 2 bolts down there, and then hopefully that should come out. Alright, and that's the pipe out. You can see where it's been leaking, all the black soot. Try and open it up. See? Let's just compare that with the new part. Looks right to me. Right, let's get this one installed. That's everything back together. Now we just got to start it up. Put some coolant in, and we've just got to run it up to temperature. There was a DPF warning light on. Which is still on. Just there. But we're going to check the fault codes, see if they'll clear, because yeah, it's not smoking out the front before you could see it loads. The only problem I've got is I couldn't test the DPF properly with that pipe split, so I'm hoping it's not actually full up. Right, so it's a bit loud at the minute because it's doing a forced regen. Light is still on, there's no fault codes. At idle, the differential pressure is 8 millibars, which is fine. But as soon as you bring the revs up to 2000, 3000 RPM, the differential pressure was way over 100. Even took it on a drive just to try and, you know, just clear it, because it's probably only just over the specified value. But that didn't clear it, and the differential pressures were like 200. So I've got no cleaning solution, so I'm just doing a force regen, and hopefully that should sort it all out. So it is now in the regen mode. Again, we're using a top-down Phoenix Lite 2. Capable, very capable machine. Anything I need to do, this has so far sorted it out. So we've just got the exhaust gas temperature sensor up here. It's at 500 degrees, so it's getting nice and hot now. And then the PM amount, 21 grams. I'm assuming that is the soot amount just down the bottom there. So yeah, we'll just wait for it to do its thing, and then I'll show you once I'm finished. We are nearly done, so we are at 83%, and the grams is down to 3, just 3 grams from 21. So yeah, this should be good as gold, and it's getting very hot in here, which is good because it's cold outside. Anyway, hopefully this takes this light off the dash, and then I'm not going to have time to go back to that other one. I've got a dog training session at 3 o'clock for our lovely dog Pepper, little Hungarian stray that we got last year. So she likes chasing squirrels, and she caught one last week, which is not good. So yeah, we've got a training session with our dog trainer today to try and get her to snap out of that. And there we have it, no more warning lights. Happy days. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and it is the second day of the week because I didn't work Monday. I had a funeral. We just start with a neighbour's car. Luckily, this is just a few metres from my house, and we've got pads and discs all round, and a track rod inner and outer. They were all picked up on the MOT a few months back, so we're just getting them done now. I won't bore you with changing the brakes, but on these you've got the electric handbrake just down there, and we're using the top done Phoenix light as usual, just to wind back the motors on the brakes. But other than that, yeah. One thing I don't know if a lot of people might not know about these Renault brakes, but the rears have the wheel bearing incorporated within the disc, so I'll show you that. But other than that, straightforward. Right, so that's the disc off, and there's the wheel bearing inside of the brake disc, and I can never quite think if it's a good idea to have the wheel bearings in the brake disc. It's more expensive, but it is a lot easier to change out. So yeah, that's that, and it just slides back on. Got new hardware, all comes with it. So yeah, nice and easy really. Right, front brakes are almost done, but this offside front track rod inner has loads of play, which was picked up on the MOT. So that's no good. For this you were using TRW, so we've got the arm and the end, and this is the tool I'll be using to get it out. So get it on a bar. Let's just set you down there, see if you can see into there. So it grips like that. Get a ratchet on there, and hopefully right. One thing I always struggle with these end up and screwing them in first time. That one went too bad. Yeah, because the actual rod is at an angle, can't always get your hand in there to start the thread. Back at a very familiar van on the channel, this Crafter. So the other day I did a sump reseal, EGR cooler, and an auxiliary water pump, coolant pump, and that has failed, so I've just come back to replace that. BGA unit. Yeah, so just got that finished. There's the old one. And I guess part of being a good mechanic or a good business is your after sales care. You know, when things go wrong, you know, it's important that you rectify these problems quickly. So that's all done. Let's put it all back together and get on to the next one. Well, looks like I won't be fitting any more BGA electronics in the future. Put that new pump on, straight away open circuit, permanent fault. Plug the old one back in, passive sporadic. So I've left the old one on there for now, and you're able to clear the codes, where the new one you wasn't be able to clear the code. And it brings the coil light on, leaving him in limp mode. So he's got a little eBay code reader, so I've just told him if it comes back on, clear the code, and I'll get another one ordered up, a different brand, because I can't keep coming back and fitting these bloody pumps all the time. So yeah, on to the next one. Yet again, I'm on my next job. Little Hyundai. I was here to do rear brakes last week, cam cover gasket, and he said about his washers not working, and I've just got this out of the box. Look at it. That's not going to be any good, is it? Oh, he's got his MOT tomorrow, I think. Bastards. Fresh out the box. They're not doing too well today, Eurocar parts. I'm going to try this one anyway, see what happens. Right, new one is in, or brand new second-hand one is in. Let's see. So first of all, we did have a washer light here. Oh, it's back on again. And washers. We have got washers, which is an improvement, because we did not have any washers before. Rear washer, how do you do it on these? Okay, we've got no washer fluid coming out the back. We've still got this washer light on. Damn it. Thursday morning, and we're back on this little Hyundai. I do believe it's going to be flooded. I've just spoken to the customer. She wasn't in the other day, and she said someone, her neighbour, moved it from the drive that's just in front over there, and then turned it back off again. So I think they've just flooded it, but is what I suspected the other day. But the battery was just dead, so I'm going to get the jump pack out, hold my foot down. I'm going to show you anyway. Right, jump pack connected. Let's get in. Right, neutral, key in, foot down all the way on the accelerator. Come on. Oh, nearly had it. Whee! Look at all the smoke. Don't know if you can pick that up, but that's all the fuel just burning off. So yeah, as I suspected, that's all it is. Just the engine is flooded with fuel. So basically, from cold, you hear the term cold start often, and that's because it dumps a lot more fuel into the engine when it's cold. Yeah, so if you start a car up, a petrol, move it a couple of feet and turn it back off again, it's just dumped a load of fuel in the cylinders, and yeah, it just becomes a bit too wet to start the car. So by putting your foot on the accelerator all the way to the floor, it cuts the fuel pump. There was a second there where I thought I'm gonna have to take the spark plugs out to dry them off and whatever, but yeah, she's all started now. We'll just let that run for 5 minutes. Right, up next we got this Mitsubishi Outlander for a couple of lower arms because the ball joints are knackered. I was back here a little while ago just to have a look at the noise. Turns out the lower ball joints are knackered, so we've got the ride height level sensor here we've got to take out. There's a bolt that goes through here, there's a bolt that goes through there, and then obviously we've got to get the ball joint out. So we'll take that ride height level sensor for the headlights out first, make sure that doesn't snap, yeah, and go from there. Just like that, it's out. Very, very easy. This one came out. Yeah, you just see this boot has been split for a little while. Not too bad, but it's very loose. Yeah, slipped out alright, that. Problem is putting it back in. I always struggle to put these back in, so we'll see how that goes. Right, the way it came out was kind of just give it a little tap this way. Give it a little. There we go. Yes. There we go. Nice. This, surprisingly, has been less of a struggle than it usually is with these style lower arms. Alright, that's it, done and dusted. Mark my words, because that went so easy, the next side, something's definitely going wrong. Anyway, let's see. Right, just stopped for a bit of lunch. I have just been to an Audi A4 for some front pads and discs. She rang me up saying they're making a screeching sound. I get there and all the pads look perfectly fine. The fronts look almost new. She had a gravel driveway. I instantly knew it was going to be a stone stuck between the backing plate. Poked the backing plate and stone fell out. Job done. But it's got all sorts of other issues there. She said, oh, don't take any notice, I've got an injector faulty. I said, oh, it sounds like an injector seal is leaking. So she said, oh, is that something you can do? I said, yeah. Look down there. It was a 6-cylinder diesel Audi A4. And couldn't see any wetness around any of the injectors. But it was definitely chuffing. So I said, look, I can have a look at it, you know. I'm going to be charging you a call out fee anyway, so, you know, I'll just charge you a diagnostic fee. And so yeah, I smoke tested it. No smoke came out anywhere apart from the PCV valve, which was on the other side. It would have been interesting for you guys, but she was there, we was chatting, she was quite keen to learn about cars, so yeah. But yeah, I've got some more brakes to do now, so, you know, nothing too interesting for you guys, but it's my bread and butter. Keeps the wheels turning. I have had a call about an alternator a little bit earlier before I thought I was doing these brakes, so I turned him away, said sorry I can't do today. He wanted today, so I've just messaged him saying I might be able to squeeze you in, let me know. So yeah, might be doing that after the brakes anyway, but yeah, we'll see you there. Right, last job of the day. we've got rear pads and discs, not fronts. He did send me pictures of all four wheels, but this one was from this angle, and I think the fronts were sort of this angle. So obviously these discs don't look the best, and I thought it was going to be fronts because the actual rears looked okay in the picture, so I brought fronts with me. Realised when I got here, this one is down metal to metal, and obviously the disc is all red, and this side is actually not too bad. If you just look down there, so yeah, I suspect this caliper's just sticking, so we've just had to pop off, go get some new caliper, new pads. They only had Brembo in the discs, which is fine, decent brand, and it's fine to mix and match your pads and discs no matter what anybody tells you. So yeah, just gonna crack on with it, get it done, go home. Right, little problem. So it's normally the handbrake cable that doesn't come out of here, but that came out fairly easily. But it's the actual brake line. It's seized in there pretty bad. I'm trying to get on there with the caliper there, especially when it's so tight. It's proving a bit difficult. So I'm just going to try get that out of the way. See if I can get that on there. Little crow's foot. Let's see if it will turn. Oh yes, yes. Happy days. Right, can clamp that back up now. Right, that's it, done. Done the other side, no problem, nice and easy. Had a power steering leak as well, so I just topped up the fluid. It was a little bit weepy around the union where it goes into the rack, so yeah, I just cleaned all of that off, couldn't see a leak, topped it up, and then yeah, just bled it up nice and easy. I mean, you guys have seen brakes and calipers done before, you don't need to see that. Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone. So I recently passed 10,000 subscribers the other day, so thank you everyone that has subscribed. If you're not, please think about subscribing. I want to get to 20,000. Let's double it. I'm not sure by when, but you know, just something to aim for anyway. 20,000. Maybe in the next 6 months, that'd be nice. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel, you know, this is just a daily, weekly vlog of what I get up to. So sometimes you'll see full repairs. Sometimes you'll just see me going, this is me doing some brakes, it's done, you know. It's just letting you guys into the world of a mobile mechanic and, you know, what happens there. So, but yeah, hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. Got one more day to go, Friday, and I'm not working this weekend. So I've worked a few Saturdays recently, so just got to have some time off with the wife. That'd be nice. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Just gonna go to a dog training class with my rescue Pepper. I might film some of it. It's not really a training session, it's more of a play group. So she gets to go on all sorts of activities, apparatus and all that. So yeah, I might film a little bit if anybody interested in that. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know, everybody loves dogs. It's Friday and we're on our first job. We've got our first problem doing the radiator on this Discovery. So we've got to get the front bumper off, and to get the front bumper off there's 3 screws under here, and this last one on both sides is rusted in the holder in the wheel arch. Now we have to get the wheel arch off to get to some bolts behind the bumper, and this is, you know, time consuming. That should be 5 seconds to undo a screw. I've now been here 15 minutes trying to do my best and not damage anything and try and get it out, but it's not working, so gonna have to go a bit ham-fisted on this one now. And it's out. Got my little impact driver. I didn't think it was going to work because it's plastic into plastic, but yeah, that worked pretty well. So we've got to get this other side out now. Right, so this is the shape Discovery, by the way, and we've got here bumper off, just sitting nicely there. Believe this crash bar has got to come out. Radiator's just sitting behind this condenser here, so crash bar out, and then we'll be nearly ready to get it out, I reckon. A few bits to take off. Alright, we're just draining the radiator from a little drain bung just up there. We've got all of this off, front ends off. So just got to take a few pipes off, get this intercooler off, take this rad support out. I think I'll be able to lower the intercooler and then separate the condenser, aircon condenser, from the rad, because I can't degas it. Alright, radiator is out, condenser is just propped up. Older there, it's quite good because these lines are quite flexible, so yeah, it's quite easy to get out. And this is the old one, and that's where it's been leaking, just down the bottom, just down there. So yeah, let's get this new one in. Right, that is pretty much all of it back together, just apart from some wheel arch trims and trims underneath. So we just got to bleed it up. Smart key not recognised. Stupid thing. Hold it up there. Right, we're started. Get the blowers on. Max, no AC. Right, not that, not that, not that. There we go. Just gotta have a look for any leaks. So far so good, so we'll just get back to putting these trims back on, wheel arch trims, be done. See, this is what happens when you rush. Look at everything. All my tools thrown in there, old radiator, coolant thing still out. Customer needed to go out by a certain time, so I'm rushing. She's just driven off up the hill, and I've just heard a pop, and instantly I know on the near side here I haven't tightened up the boost pipe, and it's a little, I think it's a little bit of a bit to get to, so so annoying. Well, that's it. Put the boost pipe back on, and that's that one's all good. A bit annoyed really with myself, not so much the customer rushing me for time, because I should have managed the customer's expectations a little better. You know, I should have said, listen, I'm not going to rush this job. I know you need to be out at this time. It may or may not get done. So, you know, find other alternatives to do what you need to do. or we'll have to rebook another day. So that's my fault really. But got it done. That one's all sweet. Was meant to go back to that crafter again to put on the other auxiliary water pump, but some idiot at Euros, not my local branch, he's ordered the wrong one after explaining to him exactly which one I need. So that's let my customer down with the crafter. He went nuts because, you know, his van's in limp mode and, you know, whatever. And then I've had to cancel another job just because it'd take me too late into the day and it's Friday. So yeah, it's been an okay week really. Nice and easy, pretty much. Hassle with some parts, but I did complain to Eurocar Parts and they're sorting me out. So yeah, can't be too bad. But yeah, that's it for the week. Hope you've all enjoyed it. If you want to see more, comment, like and subscribe. Like I said, we're up to 10,000 subscribers now, so really want to get up to 20,000. So if you're not subscribed, hit that button and I'll see you on the next one.